Hello everyone and welcome back to another DrAce video. Today we're going to be playing MotoGP 24. Today is the penultimate round of our Moto3 career mode. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Sepang International Circuit. It is the Malaysian GP. So as per usual, we'll be starting from the back of the grid using our rider in Moto3 career mode against the 120% difficulty. So today, since the championship is done and dusted, I want to try and either get to the front and reduce the power, or reduce the power as we get closer to the front. I'm not quite decided yet. Last season we had a chance of winning this race, but unfortunately the rain came down and scuppered our chances. Oh, up at the inside there, was that Rutledge that flew up at the inside? No, in fact it would have been someone else, but it would happen so quickly I didn't even quite see who it was. But to be honest, I need to either decide whether we're going to try and win this race from the front and lead it, or try and just slowly work our way to the front. I've not decided, honestly, and I think that's going to just take me to see how it goes. I just don't want to win this race by a country mile. Tayo Furusato is in the lead, so maybe we won't. I don't know how quick I can be around this circuit. It's just that I know that last season we were capable of winning and we didn't even have an upgraded bike. So I'm a bit worried that I might make the video not as interesting if I try and just disappear to the front. So what I'll try and do is I'll get to the front and then I'll reduce the power. I think that's how we're going to play it by today, because we're already up to 12th, and I know you guys already know that it's just too easy, even on the hardest difficulty. So we've got to make a decision here. Oh, a little bit of contact there into the clear corner for turn 9, into the right hand. Oh no, just hit the apex there, that lifts us up. The gap is 2 point. Oh my goodness, we're wide as well. Okay, maybe we won't be doing this idea. Maybe I can't actually keep up with the rides ahead of us. Tayo Furusato is leading by almost 3 seconds now. I don't really want that gap to go much bigger than that, otherwise it's going to be one hell of a job to catch up to the young Japanese star. And now into the right hand. Look how tight the apex that was. That was actually beautifully done. Oh, Batelli's out already. One of the best looking bikes in this game, and it's already down and out to start this Grand Prix. What a shocker. So on to the final corner now. The AI tend to be a bit slow here, so I might be able to go around the outside of 1 or 2. Ran it a bit too deep there. Stefano Neppa's acquired the position, and so has Zuratouza, to try and slot myself between these two riders. Got the level up MTA, the Red Bull KTM IO, and myself just all squashing in the middle there to try and get through. Now onto the brakes. Who is going to be the last of the breakers? It is us. Ooh, a bit deep though into turn 1. Oh, Zuratouza's joined me, as a matter of fact. This has been a bit of a messy start, to be quite honest, but I'm all for it. I just don't want to be winning this race by a country mile. I want to be pushed and pressured all the way to the end. And you know that since Furusato's got a lead like that, maybe it won't be that way. It could be another classic Tayo Furusato DrAce showdown like we've seen so many times before. Gap is 2.6 to the Japanese rider ahead. Tatsuki Suzuki, the man we need to try and beat for the championship, which is already done. Don't know why that objective is still there. Look at that move there from Jose Antonio Rueda. He launched the MTMSI KTM up at the inside of Suzuki. Look at this now though. It's opening up for numerous overtakes. We do push Via a bit wide onto the dirty part of the circuit, but within a couple of corners we've just gone from about 8th all the way up to 4th. Could it even get better here? I think it can. On the brakes, through the inside we go. Oh, look at Rueda. Oh, Rueda, no. That is the last spot you want to be crashing there. Oh, a big nudge there into Danny Holgado. I don't think he's going to appreciate that particular lunge. He's gone for the lunge again though. He's lifted me up. No. Oh, you pillock. You absolute moron. Why did he go for that lunge? I guess the door was open, but look at the state of that now. Well, there you go then. That has been dictated and decided for me. We now need to stay on power setting 3 and attempt to catch up to quite possibly the fastest man in Moto3 virtual history. Tayo leads by 5.5 seconds. This might be a battle for second then. Maybe that is a bit too far. I don't know how quick I can go here in Sepang. I'll be honest with you, I will be completely transparent with you guys right now. This track is awesome, but I am not good at it. I am not good at Sepang. As you can see already, we've made multiple mistakes. I probably should have done some practice for this one. I'm not that good at it, especially not in the Premier class. Maybe in Moto 3 I can get away with it. I find the Moto 3 certainly hides the little parts and the nuances that I maybe not be that particularly strong on. I'm not the strongest in MotoGP class. Oh my god, look how tight to the apex I was then again. But I do feel really good and really positive with these 250cc machines. Just trying to work out here, that gap has come down a bit, hasn't it? So maybe Tayo has not gone fully engaged into the point of just battering away from us. Beautiful apex there into the Lang Kwai. Now into the right hand side for turn 6. Might open... Oh, he went slow there on the exit. Why? Come on, Autola, you're in the way here, mate. I'm going to have to squeeze through. Sorry, that's not clean, but I need to move through because you're holding me back here. Suzuki ahead of me. Careful on that curb. You don't want to dip a wheel off that curb because that will be good night Vienna for your race. Wow, they're going really slow there for the clear corner. This is 120% difficulty, I assure you. Maximum difficulty for me here today and for pretty much every video since Le Mans. We've been on 120%. Look how much we're closing in round the outside of Suzuki. Where's this lap time coming from? We've got speed for days, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness me. I think they feel slower. Maybe I've just found a bit extra. I guess those inhibitions of being held up have gone now, and we can just absolutely go full send. Hashtag full send for the aces. This is going to be a very good lap. In fact, this could be close to a 2 minute 13 flat. In fact, it could be even better. What a lap time this could potentially be right now. Out of the final corner, we leave David Alonso for dust. Across the line, the lap time we're going to produce is... It is almost a 2 minute 13 flat. 7/10 second quicker than Tayo Furusato. Oh my goodness, are we on to something here? 5 seconds is a massive gap though. I can't guarantee I'm going to be 7/10 of a second quicker per lap than Tayo Furusato. That's silly thinking. Finding a half a tenth though in the first split. In fact, we actually found a bit more actually. Beautiful. Yeah, we touched the apex in that previous lap, didn't we? Can we go tight to the apex again for turn 4? Not as clean as it was before. Gap is coming down. Oh my goodness, are we on to something here today? I would love to catch up to Tayo, especially here in Sepang. I'm ready for this. I'm actually getting a bit nervous now. 4 seconds. We're going to gauge it. Maybe Tayo will go a bit crazy on these next couple of laps. Wow, be careful. I can't be taking chunks off apexes like that. That's not how to catch up. Hard on the brakes we go then. Can we get tight to the apex to clear? We can. Gap is less than 4 seconds. 3.8 is the gap. It's like Rossi catching up to Marquez in 2015 in Argentina. 3.8 is now the gap. Oh, I think we've got... Oh, no. Oh, I was expecting worse than that. Is that really what we got? Just a track limit warning? I think we deserve much worse than that. We absolutely clearly cut that apex there. My biggest worry was touching the rumble strip there, because sometimes it does have an instant crash effect on you. I was rather lucky not to crash there. I was rather lucky not to get a penalty worse than that. Suzuki's now up to 3rd place. Is he going to be charging through the order like he did in Chang? Not once, but twice. Out of the final corner. This is going to be a sub-minute 2:12. A sub-minute 13, a 2:12 lap time across the line. It's a 2:12.7. 2 laps in a row then of very solid fast lap times. How much time did we take away from Suzuki? Well, let's remember this together now. The gap is 4 seconds across the line. What can we get that gap down to by the conclusion of lap 5? 3.7. 3.6. This is game on. Just got to keep that gap coming down. It doesn't matter if it's a couple of tenths or 5 tenths or a second. Just got to keep chipping away at the Japanese rider's lead. I don't remember the last time he tasted victory, you know. It's probably been a while ago. A lot of crashes, a lot of mistakes coming in from Tayo. We're on a wonderful win streak right now. This will be my, what, 5th win in a row? So this is going to be extra special, and this is why we're the Moto3 World Champion. You know what, after all said and done here, we could actually finish the World Championship at 100 points clear from Suzuki-san, depending if he crashes or not, of course. But the gap now is coming down to 3.2. That is 7 cents of a second in the first 2 splits. The third one will be coming up just as we go onto the right-hand side for the penultimate corner for Langquai. No, not Langquai, it's the other corner, isn't it? The, oh, I can't think what it's called. I'll have to see when we get there, because I cannot remember what it's called into turn 13, turn 14, should I say. Here we go then, into the right-hand side. Oh, the Sunway Lagoon, of course it is. Thank goodness they have those, a little bit of a reminder in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. But what I can tell you is that gap has now come down to a second. We are now 3 seconds behind. We have taken a full second away from Tayo. And if I'm not mistaken, that means we should catch up to the young Japanese rider by lap number 8. Then it will be game on for the victory here in Sepang. We have once again improved on our lap time. An additional 10th has been found. The gap is down to 3.2. So 8 tenths of a second found that time around. I can't believe it. We're going to catch up to the very best of Moto3 on the hardest difficulty of the game. I will say the Honda is not classed as high as the BOE Motorsports KTM in my particular career mode. But as we know, it doesn't really seem to make a difference. His speed on the straights is second to none. Would have liked to have a Honda, you know. Would have been really cool, but I did have Honda on Moto3 in MotoGP 23. I was with the 658 Squadra Corsa team. And now with the BOE Motorsports KTM, putting that down on the DrAce archive as a done dusted job. A Moto3 championship in the rookie season. Not counting the debut season, because of course can't exactly do anything about that when you start on the third to last round, 100 points behind in the championship. It's impossible. 3 tenths then we have found on this lap. With that little speck of dust in the horizon, the little dot has now become a bigger dot. That bigger dot is the number 72 of Tayo Furusato. And I've got to be honest with you, as much as I don't feel particularly strong in Sepang, this track and this bike feel fantastic together. They really do. Either that or we have just nailed the Moto3 bikes at this point of the career mode. I mean, if you look at it, we're doing at least a minimum of 13 laps every single race. 13 laps times 21 races. We did qualifying in the early days as well. We've produced a hell of a lot of laps here in Moto3, and I am all for doing plenty more. I can't wait to move on to Moto2 now. Hopefully it's going to be challenging. Hopefully I'll be pushed to the limits. I don't even mind if I don't even win the championship the first season. I just want the challenge. And here we are finding one. But we're catching up rapidly to Tayo. This is the best I've ever felt in Sepang in my life. I feel superb around this circuit right now, and I think it's evident in the racing. Tayo is a bit deep there. That gap is less than 2 seconds. It's happening, guys and girls. It's happening. If you're enjoying this one, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I fear in a moment, by the time we catch up to Tayo, I don't even think you're going to get a chance to head down to the bottom and subscribe. So let's do it now. Let's get it over and done with. It helps the channel. It helps me grow. I really appreciate anyone who does like and subscribe. Alternatively, if you want to really support the channel, you can join the DrAce Pit Crew membership as well, where you give a couple of pounds a month. You don't have to. Options there. But I would advise to do it soon, because it's going to kick off in a minute. We're so close to catching up to Tayo Furusato. The man is unbeatable in many Moto3 careers in MotoGP 24. We have come back from 5+ seconds after getting punted off the circuit from Daniel Gardo, and we are absolutely flying with determination like no other to catch up to him. It's going to happen. We're not going to get him on this lap, but I can assure you, going into turn 1, we could be close enough to size him up for weak spots for turn 2. That's my initial prediction on where we can make this overtake. This is wonderful. This is absolutely brilliant. Onto the brakes then, into the penultimate corner. We are closing in rapidly. I've not been this excited since the Doom the Dark Ages trailer from the other day in the Microsoft Game Studios thing. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the new Doom game as well. Off topic, I know, but I just love that franchise. Here we go. Taio Furusato is within striking distance. Oh, in fact, we're in striking distance on him. This is brilliant. Power setting 3 to the maximum. That's another lap time in a row now, but that's an improvement. A 2 minute 12, 338. Brilliant. Absolutely magnificent. I don't think I've improved lap times that quickly and consistently before. Maybe not in Moto 3. Brilliant. This is game on. That is 5 laps, 6 laps of pure determination. We're right there. We're absolutely on him. My prediction was a little bit off. I wasn't able to catch up to him by turn 2. Now into the very difficult right-hander here. This is turn 4. He's gone deep there. This is the opportunity. This is the moment. Can we get through for the lead? Oh, not quite. Look how tight we are to the apex. So rubbing shoulders with the best of Moto 3. In virtual form, he has conceded. We've got through. Brilliant. That's it. Game over, Taio. We've got the lead. Oh, he's come back. Where did that come from? He must have been on the curb then. That was unbelievable. A very bold and brave overtake from Taio. He looks to have got the hurry on now. Should have had that hurry on a couple of laps ago. Forces us wide there into the left-hander. Okay, my lap time streak has definitely come to an end. Thanks a lot, Taio. Can we get round here, though? This worked on Tatsuki-san. Can it work on Taio-san? Oh, he's positioning himself really well in the middle of the corner there. Can we go around the outside here? Not able. He runs it deep, cut his nose off Marquez style on Rossi. And we're now through for the lead. How long can we keep it? We've got it. We've done him. We've got the lead, ladies and gentlemen. 8 laps of chasing has come to its conclusion, and we're now in the lead. That gap's coming down though. Is he gonna have another lunge? I think he might, you know. I have to steel myself ready for this one. Yeah, thought he was coming through there. No, he took the curb. This is why he always crashes. He always goes for crazy lines on the curbs. But now we're in the slipstream. Might not actually be able to get past here. We're in the slipstream and I can't even get past. I'm trying to come out of it to get the speed then to go past, but I just can't do it. On the brakes round to the outside to turn 1. This is brilliant. I've got to say, fair play to the AI here. They're not allowing me to get through easily. I might have to force a lunge here. Is it enough? It's a bit aggressive, but it's worked. Might not have been the cleanest overtake, but to be honest, I couldn't foresee another chance to get through on him. He was absolutely brilliant there. Really solid job that from Taio. Surely he can't fight back now though, but gentle on the brakes there, giving him a chance to go for that lunge, but I think that's it. 0.4 of a second is the gap. Now, I am pleased to say that it seems every single time I battle with Taio Furusato, when we go one-on-one, head-to-head, he ends up crashing. He always does. But I don't think it's going to happen today because we've got through. We have the advantage. That's a bit deep. That is a bit deep. Surely not. He's not going to come back from this now, surely. 0.6 of a second, he can't. It can't be done now. Apologies, the voice is going today. 0.6 of a second is the gap. 0.7. Yeah, this is it. I think we've done him. We may have broken the resolve of Taio. My classic and famous line is always, if you get that second advantage clear from the rider in second, you break their resolve. We might be doing that now. This could be the killing blow here in the Malaysian GP. This is wonderful. If only this was a nighttime race, we could be giving him the killing moon from Echo and the Bunnymen. But 6/10 of the gap is now. I think that's it. I don't think Tayo can fight back. I kind of hope he does, to be honest. It certainly keeps me on my toes, but I think we've done him. I think we've got the better of him, and this should be another 2-minute 12 lap time. He wasn't able to get into the 2-minute 12s, I don't believe. That could be it. Gap has come down though, and that's straight. If there was more straights here, then I think this race would be much, much closer. But in the same sense, I don't think I would have caught him up. He has the speed on the straights on those Hondas. I think we've done him. I think we've got the better of him, I really do. David Alonso, Colin Vire and Otola, Zuratuza and Nepa will finish up the rest of the positions. But for now, it's going to be that same old story. The British lads fighting against the Japanese to take victory here in another action-packed career mode video. I have thoroughly enjoyed making these videos, I can tell you. I really, really hope that Moto 2 is just as exciting. Maybe more. There it is. There's the second. There's that lead. There's that advantage. We've done it. I've got to put that down on one of my best races, you know. It's not over yet by any shakes of the tail, but to be honest, I'm already very positive about this and I can't see myself letting this one go now. One mistake and it does put him closer to us, but I'm going to have a major mistake for him to get through now. 1.2 is the gap. To be taken out into that corner there, what, 7 laps ago? And now leading the race after catching up to everyone's virtual nightmare. Tayo Furusato leading a race on the hardest difficulty in the game. It should be curtains. It should have ended a long time ago. Tayo should have already been on the home straight, celebrating his victory. But that is not going to happen today. Look at that gap on the map, by the way. That's not your typical Moto3 race, is it? There is a monumental gap from Suzuki and Furusato from 3rd to 2nd. We might even cross the line before he concludes the final corner. In fact, we have. He's just coming out the final corner now. Alonso's in there with Vire there, battling it out for 4th there in the final corner. And there we go, breaking into the first corner with only an 0.8 of a second gap. Just dropping back into the 2-minute 13s there momentarily. Is this not over? Has Tayo Furusato got something left in the locker? 0.9 of a second. We're not shutting the door on Tayo yet. He's still putting a little bit of pressure on me. I think it could be a little bit misleading just simply because of that long straight on the start-finish. That could be the main issue. Ooh, a little adjustment there on the left-hand side of the tyre. Into the Langkawi and then back again into the right. Oh, Alonso's gone down. Where's he crashed? I can't even see. Oh, there he is into turn 1. I don't know if I went round about turn 1. That's miles off. I need to work it out, but I can't see it from now. I think it's for turn 5, turn 4. Very difficult corner to get right. We all know that one. I think that's where he has gone down. Either too tight to the apex or too deep. It's very easy to do in turn 4. Very similar to this corner here, actually. Very easy to go wrong. Ooh, just touched the curb again. Not a particularly strong lap time, this one. 0.6 of a second lost. This could put us back into the 2-minute 13s. I was trying to keep the rhythm going of the 2-minute 12s. But that has come to its conclusion, of course, on lap 8. That's when we engaged with Tayo, of course. And now on to the right-hand side. Gap is... Whoa. This is not over yet because this is a bad lap time coming in from me. He might be able to get that gap down to 1 second as we cross the line. But I don't think that's enough. He needs to get it within 0.7. Get it to 3/4 of a second and I think he might have a chance. But at that gap, I don't think he can. I really don't think he can. We're going to be starting the penultimate lap with a second advantage. Surely this is it. That's not a good lap time from me though. That is not good at all. 1.2 seconds slower than the fast lap set earlier on lap 7. The gap is less than 7/10. So it was. Has he made a mistake? It's really misleading, this gap time. It's just changing every increment a second. I can't decide if he's going to catch me or not. I don't like being the hunted. I'd rather be the hunter. I'd rather be that man in pursuit rather than the hunted who's getting chased. We've been in this situation before though when we have delivered. There's no reason we can't do it here today in the penultimate round of our Moto3 Championship. We can do this. We've got this. Could be our 5th victory in the row. First time this season that's happened, I do believe. Would that be our 13th win? 10th win? I'd have to have a look. I don't actually remember off the top of my head, but I do know we're on par for, I think, possibly 13 podiums or 16 podiums. I can't remember now. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I just looked at it before I started this video, but now I'm trying to concentrate on both the racing, the commentary and everything else. That I'm beginning to question a few things. I can't start running back all the victories in my head right now. Too much pressure. You go a little bit stupid when a rider like Tayo Furusato is catching up to you. It's not as simple as just challenging Tayo and beating him. Usually there's something going on. Either he's sending lunges, he's bumping into me, or maybe he's even crashed himself. But we have broken the resolve of Tayo. We might even be back into the 2-minute 12s. Not quite potentially, but it will still be a very solid lap time. Close enough to the increment of second we're desperately coveting. Here we go. Turn 15 for the penultimate time of asking. We'll be doing this just one more time here in Sepang. One more time here in round 20 of 21. Across the line, it's the identical lap time from lap 10. That's enough for me. That should be it. What a race. I sincerely hope you guys have enjoyed this one. This has been a very different Moto3 race. A very different career mode race. But it's had all the hallmarks of a classic. Goodness me, my accent came out then. All the hallmarks of the classics of Moto3 in our MotoGP 24 career mode. We're actually finding time here, as a matter of fact. What a way to just kill the confidence of Tayo. We could be going into Valencia with another victory in our pocket and sheer speed and rapid performance like no other. Yeah, this is going to be a good lap. We could be back into the 2-minute 12s here, ladies and gentlemen. And that gap is about to reach 2 seconds if I'm not... Ooh, careful. Really went for that tight apex. So the idea of today's video was that I was going to drop the power once I got to the lead. I'm obviously not doing that now, as you can see, because I had to catch up to Tayo, but for Valencia, let's try it. Let's try it in the next round. It's the final round. We'll start from the back of the grid, hardest difficulty of the game. We'll start with power setting 3, we'll charge all the way up to the front, and then we'll drop the power. Either down to 2 or 1, depending how the action is. And then let's see how it goes. I can't wait for that. In MotoGP 23, in Moto 2, the problem with that was that you ran out of fuel too quickly, and therefore could not battle in some races. I do wonder that now that fuel is not a problem, how it'll go down in our Moto 2 career mode in MotoGP 24. Ladies and gentlemen, one more corner to go to salute the master, to salute the doctor, DrAce. We've done it. Yes. In Malaysia as well, one of our worst tracks, we have become another winner here in the legendary Malaysian circuit. I am made up with that run. Really, really pleased. 2-minute 12 as well. What a lap time. A whole second quicker. Not anyone, not a single rider on that list got into the 2-minute 12s. Head and shoulders above the competition. So here we go then, guys and girls. Take a look at the championship standings. I'll leave you with the team's championship and I will see you in the next video. Just want to say a big thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching the championship all season long. I do really appreciate all the support, as always. And of course, if you want to be a channel member, head over to the join button down below. But guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video tomorrow. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.